Almost. Yeah, now we're live. So let's start, guys. Welcome, y'all. So, Josuel, can you start introducing yourself? Tell us a little bit about you, where you're from.
Okay, and the hi people. I'm Josuel, and I'm from Rio de Janeiro. I'm retired. I'm 59 years old. Pleased to be here with you, and I like to spend my time with my family because now I have time because I'm retired, and is that.
That's great. So, Aline, what about you? Can you tell us a little bit about you?
Good evening for all of you. I'm Aline. I'm 18 years old and I live in Fortaleza, Ceará. And I'm accounting student. Sorry.
Nice to see you here. I'm almost 18, so I'm 17, so very close. Gabriela, what about you? Tell us.
Hello guys, my name is Gabriela. I am 21 years old. I'm biomedicine student in the college. I almost finished yet already, but yeah, I'm living in Minas Gerais, a city called Belo Horizonte. And I have 2 dogs and 1 little cat. And one of my hobbies is read. I love to read and I love to writing too.
That's awesome. So, Wanderson, what about you?
Hello guys, good evening. My name is Wanderson. I live in Rio de Janeiro right now, but I was born in Maranhão, northeast from the Brazil. I have 28 years old. I'm the master degree of chemistry I'm studying. So I have 1 dog that sleeps behind me, and that's it. That's what I do.
So, guys, let's start with the questions. The first question I have here is simple, but at the same time is kind of difficult. So, do you care about what other people say about you? Basically, I think everybody has already done like that at least once in a lifetime. But yeah, do you usually do that? What's the frequency you do that? So, Gabriela, do you care about what other people think about you?
Unfortunately, yeah, I care a lot. But nowadays, because the therapy, I don't care so much, but the frequency, I think sometimes in the past and maybe always, but nowadays, like sometimes I care. Depends on the person and depends on the opinion, because I think there's some opinions is hurt you, and there's other opinions it's to grow up. You feel like to grow up and you take this opinion and think, oh, okay, I do something with your opinion. But in most of the time I heard opinions, and I think, who cares? I don't want to listen your opinion. But there's some persons um near me and my family always talked uh, some opinions, and well, I'm feel like stressful, but yeah, life is it.
Yeah, I personally I am like the same. I used to worry a lot, but now I'm trying to work on that, like to worry less about what other people say. It's not that I shouldn't listen to them, of course, if it's constructive, like you said, it's great, but not always, because sometimes they just want to hurt you. And yeah, so yeah, I'm trying to work on that. That's why the topic is reflecting. So Aline, what about you?
So I think I agree with you because I think it's a lie if you say you don't mind with about what other people think about you, because I think um, all of the people thinks about what others people think about you if it's just a little. But I just a minute. I don't care what the people thinking about me. Uh, the most of the time, but sometimes it's hard to ignore this.
Yeah, sometimes it's hard. So Wanderson, what about you? Do you like worry about what other people say?
Yeah, in the past, I unfortunately care more, but now I'm 28. I'm so close to 30, and the maturity bring to me. How can I say? I don't know how can I explain this, but the maturity brings to me uncare about about some things. And now in the past I care the opinions about the color of my skin or my head, but now I think it's just not opinion. Like Gabriela, I'm making therapy. It's helped me full, and it's helped me a lot and all the time. But sometimes have people can break opinions. It don't build you, or the opinions, the bad opinions about you just made you more stronger. And that's what I think. That's my point of view.
Yeah, that's it. I think therapy is really a great option. I don't do it yet, but I really want to try. So yeah, I think everybody now is doing therapy and I think it's great.
Yeah, you are so young. I don't know if you need therapy right now.
Yeah, I don't know, but I think for everybody it's like great, I don't know, going to at least psychologists and like, I don't know, I think it's great. So Josué, what about you? Like, do you worry about it?
Okay. Okay, independent about the person and sometimes and they have person and they arrive in near you and they to only make gossip and and they have other person and they arrive near you only and they make you grow. When the person I felt and the other person and they arrive and they near me to make him gossip, I try avoid that person, that kind of person. I go away. But when that person and they speak and talk for about me and they go the things, I hug here and talk and they speak. He is my brother. He is my friend.
Yeah,
Josué,
great.
talk to my hand as well.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the mood. Yeah. So, guys, the second question is, how do you deal with criticism? Do you like cry? Do you freak out? Or do you just accept it and keep going? What's your reaction with criticism in general? Gabriela, can you start?
So in short, I'm so expressive person. When persons criticize me, my face change a lot because I think it's not a good behavior for it's not my good behavior, the best behavior I have. But sometimes when the person criticizes me about my body, about opinions I do, or something like that, I always do the face like that face, like what the fuck. But but yeah, nowadays because the therapy, of course, I'm not crying anymore. But in the past, the persons criticize me, and I feel like, okay, I understand your opinion. When I left, I stay home and I start to cry and think 3 days about the other person's opinion, and like 1 month about the critique. And oh, I repeat in my mind, what I do, the person criticize my myself. It don't make sense. And now when the person criticizes something related about me, I think, okay, your opinion, go on. Or I only do this face like, okay, yeah. And the person feel like, oh my, oh, okay. And because there's some persons don't criticize you because we want. Some persons want to criticize you because criticize yourself, like the person talking about your body, but sometimes you don't have nothing wrong with your body. You don't want to change, but the other person wants to change herself, themselves, whatever, and wants to criticize you because you accept yourself. And I see a lot of persons do that. And oh, it's terrible because sometimes the person needs to talk and like therapy, psychologists, and don't go to this specialists and take these bad opinions. I think it's about that.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. I think that most of the times those people they have their own problems that they didn't work out and they just like try to put like those things that they have inside of them, they just want to put out, outside, and they just say something to you that it doesn't even make sense. Sometimes it's not even something that exists, and they just see it because they are mad, or or those stuffs, they are not okay with themselves, like you said. So I totally agree with you because it's really common to see it. So yeah, I couldn't agree more. So Aline, what about you? How do you deal with
So
criticism?
I don't know how to deal with criticism because I'm say very bad with critics, but I think depending of the the type of the critic, like if was a constructive critic, it's good to you to you improve your ways and to be a better person. So if it was a construct, constructive critic, I'm trying to absorb this and to do my best. But I think it's like a person who wants to criticize you just for bad. It's really sad. I'm say really really sad.
Yeah, I totally agree. And like, I think that not everybody needs to like us. And yeah, it's okay if they don't. But when they just speak those stuffs without thinking about it, most of the times they create traumas or something in other people's minds. So like, for example, so we need to take care about what we say, because like, for example, especially about your body and your physical appearance, some people they don't like yeah, why we need to be the model what other people think it's beautiful. We are beautiful our own way, everybody is different and it's okay. But like, there's some details we don't even see, and they just like, oh, that's bad, and they're just judging why we need to be like that. So yeah, I agree with you, Aline. I think that's it. I think we need to take care about what we say. That's something that it's related to the topic. So Wanderson, what about you? Like, how do you deal with criticism like right now?
Yeah, right now I'm considered a mature man, so I can accept when the criticism make me a better man, build a better man. So I accept them. So when I arrived in here in Rio de Janeiro, because I don't was born here, the people critic the how can I say sotaque? I don't know how to say this, but the
Can
people
say accent.
Accent.
Yeah.
Accent.
my
Yes.
accent, because I say by example, how can I say uncle or aunt? I say tia or not tia. Right now I live here for 10 years. I lost my accent, but oh my God, I cry because I want this, because this is a part of me. So that's one example. Other example, when I have a criticism, when I start to learn English, I don't know how to say, the thanks or the thank the, I don't know how to say this. I don't know how to make this. And I have a professor to criticism, like a bad criticism. You don't have to say things. You have to say things. Like, oh no, I don't. That's it's horrible. I don't want to learn English with him, and I'm here for this. So now I think that the critique depends if it to build a good person or a good man or a good woman, it's acceptable. But if you don't care, talk to my hand.
Talk to my hand. That's it. I think your Portuguese accent is really great. I love it, basically. And I think that in English, guys, we don't need to be perfect. We are foreigners. We are not native English speakers, and it's okay to speak the way we speak. We speak two languages. They don't probably the Americans don't speak. This meme. I don't know if you've ever seen that, but probably the Americans only know English, and we know two languages. We are smart. So guys, don't worry about your accent. Don't worry.
There's a friend of mine always talk that, oh, if a gringo comes to you and say, oh, your English is not so good, you say, honey, you talk two languages. No, you talk one. I talk two languages and 34 languages. Sit down and listening. Like, I laughed a lot when you say that, because it's incredible.
Yeah, basically that's it. We don't need to be perfect. We don't need to speak the way they speak, because every region of the United States, of Australia, have an accent. So how can we be perfect with English? We can't. So yeah, we don't live there. We can't have their accent perfectly, and it's okay. It's beautiful, because it means we have something that it's our own way to speak. I think it's great. Don't blame yourself because of that. Don't worry. So Aline, what about you? How do you deal with criticism? Did you answer this question?
Yeah.
My gosh, my mind is I'm sorry.
It's my turn.
Yeah, you can go.
Okay, and I agree with Wanderson. I think if the critic for to change my life for better, I received. But if you're the critical and the for to make me fall, I go away.
So, Hanieli, what about you? Welcome. How are you? We
Hi,
are in the
everyone.
second question.
Hi, everyone. Could you share with me the question? I a little bit late.
We are on the second question. How do you deal with criticism? we're talking about worrying about others' opinions, those stuffs.
How do you deal with criticism?
Yeah.
I think this is a big question. um, First, I think that depend how do you feel about the determined issues, and you can express correctly your ideas. And always, I think that we can express always a good things, and I I don't know that I answering the question, but I think that's it.
Okay, guys. So I think we should go to question 4 because it's more interesting. And we have a lot of questions. So yeah, let's go to question 4. How can society constantly keep us from our dreams and goals because of what they say? So have you ever felt that society made you like keep you from your goals or something like that because of their opinions? So Gabriela, can you start?
So, well, in my opinion, I think society don't want you go your dreams and goals. To be honest, think the society a lot of persons that always there's a big group of persons uh wants to criticize you, like put your goals and your dreams like bad dreams, or oh, this goal is not so good for you, and always constantly, I don't know, talking about your goals with minimalize your goals, and thinking about the society. Sometimes I see that not only in the persons, but thinking about the population. It's hard to here in Brazil. Thinking about Brazil, it's hard to build your goals and your things, because well, nowadays you if you have a dream or goals, sometimes you need money, and the money is a little hard to nowadays it's a little hard to buy expensive things or things like that. And I think I it's hard. It's not simple to like um you dream some goal, but you don't do immediately meet, because sometimes you don't have money, or you don't have time enough because you need to work to stay to pay it for you, someone paid you, and you pay bills. Like it's a circle of things, and sometimes you don't have money, time, and when you have the money, sometimes you don't have the time. And when you do have time, like you are a teenager, you have so much time and like life to live, but you don't have money, and so frustrated. And I think sometimes the society take our dreams and goals and smash.
Like I couldn't agree more. I think most of the people, like at least in Brazil, they are going through the same stuffs nowadays because most of us are like working and trying to have money to create and build what we want. And it's really difficult to get there. So I think we are mostly in this situation. So yeah, I totally agree with you. And yeah, I think that maybe at least right now with the pandemic and stuff, so I think things are getting really difficult if you don't have money or if you don't have like opportunities or stuff like that. And yeah, I think that those stuffs like you're pushing us back, you know. Yeah, at least for me and maybe for you. Yeah. So Anderson, what about you? Like, how do you think society can keep us away from our goals?
Yeah. Sometimes I think the society don't put your opinions, because opinions is very different from the prejudice. Yeah, I don't know if yeah. So, for example, a woman want to be a scientist, and the society don't want to take a woman like a science, like a black man to be a doctor. So we have a difference from opinion of the society and the prejudice of society, you know, and that is very important to know and to make a conscience to break this cycle, you know. And so that's mechanism of, I don't know how to say mechanism, but we have to break this to keep our dream close for us, you know, to bring the people, to take the people, more women in science, more women in the engineer, more black guys in the medicines, and like this. So we'll have to smash our dreams and our goals and just make it. Don't care about the society's opinions, because it's not just opinions, it's a prejudice. It's very horrible to think.
Yeah, I totally agree. I think that nowadays our society is like full of prejudice, and definitely not with LGBT people, with black people, with women, with those stuffs. And wait a second, because people are talking here. Okay, no. Yeah, I think that definitely in like people are just closing their eyes for that sometimes. They just continue to keep like their mindset like that, like with prejudice. And we shouldn't close our eyes for that. We should see it the way it is, and we should try to work on that, because yeah, our society wouldn't move on if we like continue to be like that, I think. So I totally agree with you, and that's it. So Aline, what about you? How do you think
So
society
I
keeps us? Okay.
agree with Anderson, and I think the prejudice is a very big problem in our society, and I think this thing the is the principal thing that you can put away your dreams and your goals, because in a society with a lot of prejudice, you don't see perspectives of getting something you want so much, like Wanderson said, most women in science and this type of thing. And I think this prejudice dismotivate, I don't know if the word is like that, or I don't know how I say desmotivar, but desmotiva the people who want to get dreams like that.
Yeah, I totally.
Luana? Foi eu que caí?
Think that yeah, they just say
No.
those stuff. I'm here, guys.
Internet.
I'm here.
Back.
Hey, you frozen again.
Again, Luana?
I think the internet.
Yeah.
Internet,
But-
back.
Yeah. So Giselle, what about you?
And for me, and the only, and the follow, and the Felipe Kennedy, and the giving us, and the opportunity to, and the improve of English, and the society have and the open and the job for the young people and for the people and they see and your goal in front of, and for me it's looking for most your young for and the opportunity in job and the course and the company and the factory is that.
Yeah, I'm totally agree with you as well, because I just put one example of woman, but we have this problem too. The experienced guys, I can say this, so have this prejudice about your age. Yeah, you have 16, you don't, you the job is not for you because you are 16, you know. That's it.
Oh, and the Brazil have a great problem. When you was young and do you looking for job, the company and the talk for you, and you don't have experience. But when do you and they have and the 50 years old, you are and older.
Yes, I totally agree.
It's
The company
a difficult
looks
people.
for workers, but the young people don't have any experience. So how can we work?
I think
Yes.
about that when I search more about. I have 21, and some jobs want experience, but don't do the experience for the candidate. And you
Yes,
think like, wow, what I do now?
how I can get experience.
Yeah, exactly. I think Luana's coming because Luana is up here.
Yeah, like I'm listening to you, but I like you were all frozen. I don't know why, but I was listening. So yeah, I think I'm back. So yeah, I totally agree with you guys. Hanieri, did you answer this question? No, right?
No yet.
Not yet. So
I
what
try to answer. So I'm listening you, and I totally agree too. This is a big question. I think that's hard for everyone, for principal, for the young people, and the women, and because the gender and the skin color. I think that's so difficult for these people, and there are huge barrier in the society and push and down, and so we can be strong and keep it on and make a difference and don't give up. I think that's the way we can uh, get more opportunity, and we can get the more experience too, and get the obtain get your dream as well.
yeah. So guys, the fifth question, how can you be authentic and your true self instead of trying to please everybody? Do you have advices for me, for example? So Gabriela, how do you do that? If you do that, I don't know.
Well, let me see. It's a hard question because I never think about it, to be sincere. But I read again because I'm a little confused in the question. Number 4. How can I be
Five.
weird? It's 5. Thank you. And she's well, I really don't know. I kept to be myself and do things I want to do. Like if I want to spend a long time study another language, like Arabic language, I do. I do because my life is about myself, my curriculum. It's my time I put in this, and I think when you want to do something, you want to be authentic, not only to learn something, but all things you do in your life, your job, or like with the other persons, want to be authentic because you see a lot of persons equal in the society. The persons has the same uh, opinion with 30 other persons because the persons read something about it and only read and think, oh, okay, this is my opinion too. Or there are other cases too, the persons copy other persons, like you see that in social media, and I see the persons don't, it's not much authentic anymore. The relationships is not more authentic. The persons don't want to be more and like search more about things. But I don't have a tip for you guys because I always try to like be myself, and if the person don't like me or o santo não bate, I don't know how to put that in English, but I really okay with that. The person don't want to stay with me or don't want to talk with me. It's okay. I think everyone has a different opinions, and there's some persons don't want to listen the other person's opinion. Yeah, yeah. I don't have anything to do about it. I am a little confused with the question, but I think I answered.
Yeah, like I agree with you. I think that everybody is like always trying to be the same most of the times in our society. We're trying to be equal, the same body, the same body image, the same hair, not only outside but also inside. And I think, yeah, most of the people are not authentic at all. They're just trying to fit in and like be like follow the rules. And yeah, I think that yeah, it's difficult not to worry about other opinions, but we need to try to be our own selves. And like, you know, it's okay to be different. I think everybody's different and it's great. It's really great. Like if everybody was equal, I don't know what I would do. I wouldn't like it. Definitely, I don't know, like I don't judge those people, but I don't know. I don't know, like trying to be someone else is not great. It's better to be yourself. But yeah. So Aline, what about you?
So I think we don't please everyone. So it's we don't need to change our behavior because other people said a thing like don't agree with what I'm doing, and I think it's necessary to don't mind with others people opinions, especially with these opinions are criticisms, and I think we are authentic when we are ourselves and keeping just in doing what we need to do and what we dream to do, and keeping the way to follow our dreams, and don't change our behavior because others people opinions.
Yeah, like for example, here we are talking and everyone has a different opinion. And like it's okay because that's how we can talk and dialogue. I think it's important. So yeah, like nowadays I see like I've seen a lot of people that don't accept and like just but like hate everywhere because they don't accept others' opinions. And I think it's important to have different opinions, to have a debate and to talk and to reflect about stuff in our society. So it's important. It's okay if you don't uh, think the way I think. We just need to respect. First of all, I think respect is really important. And that's the limit, guys. Some people don't respect each other, and that's how things get worse. So, yeah. So, Wanderson, what about you? How do you think we can be authentic?
Guys, I think it's how can you be authentic? Trying to please everybody. It's not to, you can't. Because we are, and every time changing, we are the construction of the opinions of other people, you know. But the way you change this, it's your authentic way, you know. You can receive opinions from everybody, but the way you use this opinion to change you, this is your authentic way. So that's it. If you try to please everybody, you can't be authentic. You just copy and paste, not to be authentic, you know. And that's it. That is my point of view. You can't be authentic if you pleasure, if you please everybody. So you have make your own way, you know, make your own strategy of life, and that's it, what I think.
And it's very interesting what you said, like, I forgot what's I forgot what I was going to say. Like, I was listening and then I thought, oh, I need to say that, but I forgot what I was going to say. Keep going, guys. Today I'm like forgetting like things easily. I don't know what's happening. I'm really distracted. But yeah, I will remember and then I'll say it to you. Josue, what about you? What do you think about it?
I think in the please everybody, independent about and your authentic or no, authentic or no. I think it's a must and about your education, your behavior, because I think everybody when do you and the play take that thing or the people I think you can please thank you that's word make part in your education. Don't make part your authentic that or no, because everybody authentic or no have be in the education.
Yeah, I agree. And I remember what I was going to say. I was going to say that when we are trying to change, like when we listen to somebody and we're trying to change something about ourselves, maybe that's also authentic because we are trying to change. I agree with that. We're trying to change with the things that we think we should work out. And the things we think like it's okay, it's enough, we are okay, we keep going, we keep with that. So I think we don't do what other people say. We do what we might think it's wrong and those stuffs, and we might agree with them.
Yeah,
so,
that's it, your authentic way.
Yeah, that's it.
You can be strong and the personality, but you have the education.
Well,
Yeah.
it's a mindset, guys. Keep going
Yeah.
to the mindset.
We are so philosophers today.
No.
So guys, I think Hanieli, can you answer this question, the fifth one?
Yeah, okay. To be authentic for me, I think that we are to be happy and respect with others, and don't care about your opinion with the other people about us, the bad opinion, and to be trust for it too, and keep going our way, our way. I think that's it.
Yeah, guys, the conversation was so great in the main room that I've almost forgotten to put you guys back to the main room, and we have only 5 minutes. And I was talking and reflecting that I almost forgotten that. So yeah, welcome back. How was the conversation in the other room? Mateus, what did you think about it? Did you guys enjoy it? How was it?
Was nice. Was nice. As I say to my friends on the room, I always like the chats on the talk and talk because we have philosophical questions in these topics, and it's fine. We think about life, our life, what I need to do, what is my goals, what is my dreams. Was fine. Was fine. I like it.
Yeah. So let me see. Denise, what about you? How was it?
I really enjoyed. It was very good. I've been
Yeah.
nervous, so I can't speak so much.
Oh, really? Don't be nervous. So, Elineide, you came back to the main room. Don't know what happened. So, yeah, how was it for you?
Was great. You did not remember to us to came back to the meeting room, but I remember it. And me and my group came back a little bit early to the main room. I'm sorry, but everything was okay in our conversation. Everything was okay and was good as always.
So you
Don't
remember.
worry.
You remember. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, you're helping me. So, Ricardo, what about you? How was it for you, the conversation, the topic?
Yes, was great too. And for me, one of the best things is meet new people and make friends. So it's very, very nice. And like Matthew said, always philosophical questions. So questions that made us think and question ourselves. So thank you for this topic today.
Yeah, I love the conversation too. Like, we could talk a lot, and it was really great to reflect about it. So, yeah, guys, I think that's it. Anyone wants to say anything? I think time is over, guys. Just nice to see you here. Thank you for coming to my meeting. And that's it. I hope I see you again. Oh, please put a feedback on YouTube if you follow YouTube. If you follow TNT on YouTube, please just, if you're subscribed there, just put a comment there and give us a feedback about this meeting. And that's it about this video that is live right now. So yeah, thank you for coming. And yeah, I love the conversation. And
Bye.
see
Bye,
you
guys. See
next.
you.
Bye.
Bye
Bye
bye.
bye.
Bye bye.